I'm Greg Migliori, and this is our road test editor, John Wong. We're gonna give you a little insight on what it's been like here a year in the WRX STI.
First time I drove this car, it just blew me away because, I mean, it was just like the return of the car that we came to love.
There's something about this car that really speaks to enthusiasts. You don't necessarily buy this car if you're an average consumer. I think you seek it out, you know, because the looks, they're a little polarizing. There's a lot going on here. You got the intake, you got the big wheels, you got the front end is kind of in your face, it's kind of gutsy. This car's a little bit ragged in some ways too. It's loud, it's a little bit coarse, it's tight, but that's good. For an enthusiast, you like all those things, but this is by no means a 5 Series or something like that.
Kind of brings up another point. Like you said, it's raw. It's, you know, it's basically based on a $17,000 entry-level car. But the sticker for our car, which is a limited model, which is new for 2011, which has leather seats, these BBS rims, fog lights, and a moonroof, it's almost $40,000. But we have to remember that most STRs sold probably going to be the normal $35,000 one without all that stuff. And for $35,000, with the performance this gives, with, you know, the power, the adjustable center diff, all that stuff, I mean, that's a pretty good performance deal in my opinion.
Believe it or not, it's actually somewhat, for a car in this segment, fuel efficient. We got 20.1 miles per gallon over a year with a bunch of people here who don't try and hypermile or sip fuel. We pretty much drop the clutch and take off. And that actually beat the EPA's combined figure, which is 19.
Yep, 19 miles per gallon.
Thereabouts. So, I mean, you know, we drove this car hard and we got a lot out of it. We had a lot of fun and we actually, you know, were pretty reasonable on gas.
Why we got it was that we just wanted to see if the STI, as we first fell in love with it, was back or not, you know, to basically hopefully erase that horrible hatchback that was too soft and, you know, tried to appeal to the masses. And after a year driving this car in the dry, in the snow with these winter tires on, you know, doing drifts and donuts and just having a good time, you know, just all the suspension changes to it, and with the return of the sedan, with that giant wing back there, I think the STI is back.
Cars like this, the Mazda Speed 3, the Mitsubishi Evo, I kind of lump these all in somewhat of the same class, at least as far as fast, long-term import sedans we've had here at Autoweek.
And I throw the Volkswagen Golf R in that one too now. Those are the cars that, you know, the younger people know. Sort of like their muscle cars, I guess you could say. So there's good memories with these things. And that's why I'm so happy that Subaru listened to the enthusiast and, you know, did right by this car and brought it back in this form. 305
horsepower. I think they got it right in just about every way. It's strong, it's fast, it looks pretty good, and I think, you know, I speak for both of us when I say this car's back, and we're glad it is.
Yeah, so after 24,000 miles, we got to say goodbye to it. I don't know what we're going to replace it with, but it's whatever replaces this car is going to have some pretty big shoes to fill, I think.
That pretty much says it all. He's John Wong, I'm Greg Migliori. This is the Subaru Impreza WRX STI.